Mhmm.
Testing 1, 2. Okay. Yeah, testing. Mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check. Testing, testing. All right.
You singing out? These are new ones?
These new ones, yeah. Right? No. These are new ones. These are new ones. Testing 1, 2. Oh, yeah. Something happened inside this. Jumping them. Testing 1, 2. Yeah. Yeah, this is jump. Okay, let's get it. All right, 1, 2, 3, and we're off. Yeah. Let's get it, SL. This is episode 7 of the podcast.
Back up for another one.
Yeah, I feel it's a solid one also.
Yeah, man. This is the podcast. This is your boy SL, my co-host and business partner, Manny Fresh, aka Emmanuel Petito.
Nah, don't be like one of the people who call my last name wrong now.
No, man.
You got it. All right, so today we're talking about working for free. Actually, yeah.
I mean, essentially, that's what it is.
Yeah, but nothing is really free.
No.
But it's passion project. Passion project, I feel, is one of the best ways a creative can show their skills, what they do, because for the most part, there's no restrictions.
Yeah, there's no real limitation, I should say, when you're doing your if you're doing a podcast and if you're doing a passion project, and 9 times out of 10, when you do a passion project and you promote it, people hire you based on your passion work.
Yeah, what they see. Yeah,
what they see, not necessarily client work.
Right.
You see? And that's why I like doing passion projects, because someone will see it and they'll say, oh, we really like the work you did with this project or that project or the next one. And we're thinking about doing a campaign, and we want to marry some of the same things we did with the passion project to your campaign.
Yeah.
You know, it's a necessary tool, I think, that we use to, one, experiment and explore our own creativity, grow our clientele, and it gives you a chance to network and work with other people in the field. So everybody wins at the end of the day. That's 3. Big one. Yeah, man. So you know, let's talk a little bit about what all goes into doing a passion project. Right. And I think passion projects, whether no matter what creative field you're in, music, fashion, culinary arts, dance, cinematography, photography, we all, basically a passion project is a campaign or something that you produce for free.
Yeah.
But it's something that you are deeply connected to. Right. Something that you want to say, a story you want to tell, and you want to put it out there for people to see. This is my creative work.
Yeah, or this is almost like my best work. This is me. Your passion project is you.
Yeah, exactly. Because the thing about a passion project is you are the art director. Right. You are the production manager. You are everything.
Yeah, this is how I do
You are everything. You are everything. And so you get to put out a project where you have 100% creative control over the outcome.
Yeah, buddy.
And this is a necessary, when I mean absolutely necessary, if you want to grow as a creative, in my opinion.
Yeah, no. I 100% agree with you. And anyone who's just starting off passion project work for them, I know a lot of people talk about, go out and do something for free. Don't do nothing for free. Listen to what I'm saying. Just hear me out. Don't do nothing for free. Do everything with some sort of payment. attached to it. If payment don't always mean the currency you think, like cash. Let's just go there.
Yeah.
Payment don't always have to be cash. You got to have a purpose for doing it. And it helps you too when you start off so people wouldn't take advantage of you. You only work for free for a brand you want to work for.
Exactly. Exactly.
And instead of people coming to you, hey, I know you don't have a portfolio. You might as well do this for me. No, don't do that. Don't start yourself off like that. That's how the trend of downward spiral happen. You find a company you love. You reach out to them. You tell them, hey, can I do this for you? Blah, blah, blah. No charge for you, but it benefits you. It pays you a lot because when people see you do stuff, then they contact you and say, hey, how much did you did this for this company?
Right.
Right, man. And boom, then you start putting the price to it.
Yeah, you're always supposed to put a dollar value on a passion project.
Always.
How much does it cost to pay each person that's on set, your talent, the gear that you use or rent, studio space if you're using a studio, and then what a client would normally pay you to do the job.
Right.
So that is the value of your passion project.
That's the value of it.
So that when you put out your passion work and someone says, we want to do a campaign just like this, how much is something like that
you already
cost?
have the dollar value.
Yeah, you already know. That's a very important thing is pricing your projects because you can always know. You would always have that knowledge of, hey, the value of something like this because of the scope of work that was done and the talent that was involved cost this amount of money. And so that's really, really important. That's something that we often forget to do.
Yeah,
is putting a value on the project because all we care about is the creativity.
Then again, see, and that's what separate the professionals from anyone who just doing it, just mediocre.
Yeah.
So I feel every passion project should be priced because it costs you something. Your time, your tools, your creativity. You storyboard it. Do it as just like how you would treat a client, and I feel that it'll work good. So okay, let's get into the passion project part of it. Like, where do you find your inspiration, like to start a passion project?
Yeah. Well, in our last episode, we talked about being inspired by different things, or we find inspiration from different areas of life. Mm-hmm. And it depends on your craft and it depends on your talent and where your talent derives from. Because someone like you may find inspiration from movies or TV shows that you watch. Yeah. Because you're not just looking at the show, you're looking at how they color it, how they, what kind of sound design they use. The camera movements. You're looking at all of that when you watch a movie. So to me, it'll be for you more so, oh man, look at that camera movement. I wonder how he did that. Hey, I want to try a project where I could use something similar or do something similar. Right. So photography is similar. I look at movies. I'm looking at images all day, every day, constantly. Right. And I see work from other photographers. I see work that goes into big magazines. I like to I subscribe to a lot of different fashion blogs, and so anytime I get notification for a new post, I check it out. People posting images from different photographers and what that looks like. And even down to like the food that we eat, the places we travel. I get a lot of inspiration when I travel. Yeah, because I see things that I don't necessarily see when I'm at home. Seeing snow, seeing yellow taxis, seeing different types of scenery, all of that influences me when it comes down to doing passion work. And I say, man, I want to do something similar where I take the colors from the mountains and incorporate that into a shoot, where I take water or where I take architecture. Mm-hmm. We all pull from different things with our creativity, and passion work is always an idea that you have that you want to execute, and you find the best way to execute it. Yeah. And you put it out there. I think everyone draws inspiration from different things.
Yeah, it might sound weird, but I could see a whole passion project film looking at a photo. Mm-hmm. I think the other day I sent you Some might say, hey, bro, I want us to do something like this.
Yeah. Yeah, you did.
Old fashioned.
Old fashioned.
Yeah, them old
like
Cadillac.
the 60s. Yeah.
You know what I mean? I could really see the short film in my head. You know what I mean? Just looking at that one image. So just walking out, listening to music, watching anime. I watch anime all day. So I get inspiration from all that. Something someone could say could be a whole story in my head.
Mm.
You know what I mean? So that's where I get my inspiration from. And the hard part with passion project, especially when you start out, is who will give you the chance? Because when I first started, I told you if I wasn't doing film, I was going to be a real estate agent. Which I still want to be a real estate agent. I still want to be a real estate agent.
Shameless plug.
Yeah, I hope one of y'all hear that. I still want to be a real estate agent. But anyways, the first thing I did when I got a camera and all that stuff, I reached out to different agencies. I was like, please, can I shoot your house? You know what I mean? Any one of y'all listening, let me shoot it, please. And the first thing they did was, can I see, what you've done? I ain't have nothing. I say, listen, I'll do it for free. Just let me in. If you let me in, I'll blow the door of you. No one give me a chance.
Wow.
Yeah, no one, absolutely no one. Give me a chance to do a real estate video for them. So that discouraged me. I mean, that's why free things ain't always good. Sometimes people hear free and you might be excited, but people of certain caliber, when they hear free, they turn off.
Yeah.
I mean, because when I first started, someone emailed me for a music video and I give them my price at that time. My price was what? $250. Yeah. I just started. I ain't know nothing but price in. That's a whole music video. It didn't go by location or concept.
What?
Yeah.
Money.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy.
So, $250?
That's how I started. $250. I ain't know nothing but price. I ain't know nothing but concept, lighting, nothing. You know what I mean?
Wow.
$250.
Wow.
Someone emailed me from the States because I did a passion project for one of my friends, Talk About God, and they loved the music video. They thought the person paid for that. So then they tell me, hey, we want you to do a music video. We coming over to the Bahamas, blah, blah, blah. I did $250. They was like, no way. It was like, this gotta be a fraud. And they was like, we'll pass.
Wow.
Yeah. I got the email and they say, we'll pass. Yeah, boy. So like a lot of people think lowballing themselves or whatever, that let some people grab a certain caliber. It sounds too good to be true. Like they're like, I must be talking to the wrong person. So that's what happened to me. So nobody give me a chance in the real estate.
Wow. That's powerful.
Thing. So that's why I feel that anyone who doing passion projects should price it, because now when you tell them, hey, can I do this for you? This is value at $17,000.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
This is how much value I'm giving you. Just let me in the door.
Yeah.
I ain't asking you for nothing else. Let me in the door. Let me stay in there
at
for
least
4 hours.
State what its
value.
Okay, what its value.
Because I believe if I approach them and I told them the value of what this video would cost, they'll be like, yeah, let me get you in there.
Yeah.
But I was green. So I was like, I just wanted something in my portfolio, you know? I didn't know the value.
I understand that. You were just starting, you wanted to build your portfolio, you didn't have anything. But it's interesting that companies were turned off because your pitch was, let me shoot it for free. I just want to build my portfolio. So they probably thought you was some jokey,
which I was a little jokey.
They probably thought you was some jokey dude who wasn't really into nothing and you was just trying to get into some nice houses. But no, now, I definitely understand why you should put a value or a price to your passion projects, even if you bring on somebody to work with you. Like when I do passion work, I always try to work with other creatives. So like I would bring on a makeup artist, a hairstylist. And then like people in my field who are like colleagues of mine, they always say, hey, when you find like a different face, let me know. I want to do makeup. I want to try this makeup thing. Or like
And that's a true cost.
Yeah, and Cody always doing that. Maybe Cody would say, "Hey, I found this girl. Tell me what you think. You think we should shoot her? Blah blah blah." And we bounce off each other that way. Or Aline, who does hair, or Rhea, who does fashion design work. Yeah. She's always shooting me images. Hey, check. What do you think of this concept? I want to shoot this on somebody so bad. Let me know if you're down. And so that has a lot of value to it, because now you're bringing in other people time and other people talent. Right. So hair, makeup, clothing. Then let's say I bring you on to do a cinematic video or something like that. That has a value to it. Mm-hmm. And so and that's just the talent. That's just the talent. That ain't if we can take a day out and shoot in studio, that has a value to it.
Yes.
We need to feed everybody on set, because everybody isn't being paid for their service.
Yeah, but so you definitely got to feed them.
You got to feed them. That has a cost to it too. So at the end of the day, and you write down how much would I have had to really spend had this been a paid job. Yeah. So no, that's super important.
Yeah, I learned that from the full-time filmmaker, from one of the guys, Jake Wisner, because he did a short film and he billed himself. You know what I mean? He billed himself how much it cost to rent this camera, this and that and all that. And then at the end of the day, he had a number of how much the value of the film cost. And everyone should do that. I know we live in a place where, people would lowball you or try to get you to be a free person, like try to push the free in your
exposure
head.
Is the word.
The exposure, like
exposure line.
You pay bills with exposure and all that stuff. But don't, in the time we live in now, free don't worth nothing.
That's facts.
You know what I mean? Free
That's
don't
facts.
If especially if you look at social media, a lot of people will try to get you to think like, hey, do something for free for me and blah blah. Don't do that. You need to know where this going. Nothing is free. They have a whole guy on YouTube who walk around, look at people lawns and say, hey, can I do this for you completely free?
I've seen him do it.
It's not free. Like a lot of people, they just be like, oh, look what he doing. He doing it for free.
Yeah.
They do it on you. He's a YouTuber.
So he getting views. And the more views he get.
Nothing is free. That's his job. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're not paying him. YouTube is paying him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So he need more videos. It seems as an act of kindness, which it could generally be. You know what I mean? An act of kindness. But at the end of the day, he is getting paid.
Because the people's yards who he's manicuring, they actually have yards that overgrown.
Yeah,
I see him do a lot of overgrown yards.
Yes.
Like the grass is too tall. They get a lot of bush, overgrown trees, branches, that kind of thing. So it may seem genuine, but the more views he gets,
the more money he
make from YouTube.
So free don't worth nothing. Don't let no one try to jinx you with free.
Nothing in life is for free.
Nothing is free. We could use the term so we could say we ain't getting no currency.
Right.
You know what I mean? No dollars. We could use the term for that, but not free. Even when I started, when I reached out to Jiggy and say, hey, I'll do BTS for you free. It wasn't for free. It's for me to learn something.
Right.
Learn how we shoot, learn how you interact with different people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Learn how to be it's networking.
It's like, that's
not free.
It's also even beyond networking, because when I take on interns, I don't pay them, but them being on set, if photography is something they want to go into as a career, they are on set with real production.
That's value.
And that's value. And that's value, that's education, that's learning, and that's hands-on training.
Ain't nothing free with that.
If I were to bottle that and put that online, I could charge hundreds of dollars for that.
Ain't nothing free with that.
So you might not be getting paid, but you're being paid with knowledge, hands-on learning, training, and being in a real life production situation.
One of the first artists that got to get their own distribution deal was Master P, right? And his story was this. He was trying to figure out how Michael Jackson got this big distribution deal. So what he did, he reached out to Michael Jackson's manager at the time. And homeboy tell him, that's $50K if you want to sit down and talk to me. And Master P wasn't where he was at now. So they asked him, did you pay it? He said, darn right, I paid it. So he paid it, and now he owned his own distribution.
Yeah.
So instead of labels getting 90 and they getting 10 or however they do it, he was the one getting the 90 and people was getting the 10. Yeah, because he sit down and talk to that dude. We could take people for granted and think things is free. The matter of fact, Jiggy say, hey man, he come on set with me. That costs something.
Right.
You know what I mean? That costs something. That ain't free. He didn't have to do that. You know what I mean? You ain't have to take an intern. They could learn from scratch. And matter of fact, me coming on, anyone said, Neville, Tony, I build a relationship with their clients also.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? That's networking also. So sometimes Jiggy might be like, I can't take on a job right now. But Manny could do this. Right. That ain't free.
Yeah, so it works. It works both ways too, because even like if I bring on a makeup artist and I have a model and the model, she does the model's makeup and the model loves her makeup style.
Right.
I want to hire you for something else. I'm going to dinner Friday night with my boyfriend. I want you to do my makeup.
Exactly.
I have a wedding. You got to do my. So that is the value of bringing on people to work together to do a passion project.
Yes.
It always overflows and goes past just the simple act of, here, I'm going to pay you money to do this.
Yes. So that's my belief when it comes to passion project. Don't lean on the I working for free. If you keep that mindset of I'm working for free, then you really get nothing out of it.
But the approaches could be a little tricky too, because if you are, let's say you are a makeup artist, right? I've worked with everybody. I've worked with everybody, and I've always had makeup artists who come to me and say, I'm trying to build my portfolio. If there's any work or any set I could be on where I could do the makeup for free, let me know, right?
Yeah.
And like you said, doing that gives them the opportunity to network, to learn, to understand what working with a photographer is like.
Yeah.
And they gain a new clientele or new clients if the talent loves their
what
style.
they did. Yeah.
Like every time. Like even hair. You like the way your hair was done?
Yep.
Hey, let me get your number. I have something coming up. I want you to do my hair.
Remember who you had to do my hair? Can you give me your number?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh my God, I love the dress Rhea did for me. Can I have her contacts? I wanted to do something for my mom and
Exactly.
me. So to me, that's why passion work is so important for everybody involved, because you gain more work, you get to network with other people, and you put yourself in a position to better and improve not only your own creative work, but everybody who works with you.
Yeah.
I think passion work is super important. And all of my favorite photographers, they're always talking about how they try to do one passion project a quarter. Right?
Yeah.
And these are photographers who like busy. Mm-hmm. They work in every day. But and Lindsay Adler is one of them. She's always
like 4 years.
She's always talking about she puts time in her schedule to do passion projects. Mm-hmm. Because to her, there's a freedom, there's just a feeling where you don't have somebody over you saying, no, we don't want it to look like that. We want to do it like this.
Yeah.
You get to explore, you get to experiment, you get to create, you get to work with all of these incredible talents, and you grow as a creative person, and you put the work out there, and then companies see this work, and then now the companies want to do work with you.
Yeah. Especially in a society, and this for around the world, especially in a place where creativity is so saturated that people are numb to it. So you have to literally show people what you're made of. Mm-hmm. So if you don't show someone something new, they don't know what they want. I mean, majority of the time, people don't know what they want until you show it to them, right?
Of course.
So like a passion project.
Steve Jobs.
Yeah. Wow.
Steve Jobs said that.
I forget I even was quoting him.
He's Apple. You become an Apple daddy slowly.
Yeah, stop. But what I think too is like with a passion project, because all of my passion project, people text me and say, Manny, you shoot this? Mm-hmm. None of my client project, someone people come to me and say, Manny, you shoot this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When I put up my passion project, it's always more questions to it.
Of course.
With my with my client projects, it's just be the normal likes. Oh, this looks good.
Right.
You know what I mean? And all that stuff. Because the passion project, I put my foot in that.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. There's a level of flex that you have.
Right. And nobody telling me no. You know what I mean? So because sometimes if you work with a client, and some clients they do know what they want.
Yeah.
So like you be like, but this could make it look better though.
They're
And
like,
they be like, I don't need all that.
We don't need all of
You know
that.
what I mean? But if they just did do it, you know what I mean? Just do it, it would have been, you know what I mean? Something different. So that's what I like passion project for too.
And I can share something with you too, Manny. Even though like we have a client list of people and they want to do certain things and things you want to try, they may not necessarily want to try, but there's also something that comes that births passion projects from disappointments that you go through as a creative entrepreneur. So for example, if you meet with a client and they for whatever reason decide to go with somebody else and you don't like the work that other creative did, you're like, okay, I can show you why you should have hired me, right? Am I lying, Manny? Don't lie. Okay, then. I think every creative, I know I do it. I can be transparent. I do it often. If I want to do a shoot and I trying to sell it to the client and the client's like, that's a bit too much for me. I can go with somebody else.
You'll make your next passion project, that project.
People ghosting me or people not respecting my work. I'm okay. All right, then. I can do a passion project and I can destroy you.
Wow. No, that's facts though. Like, because people could do that, you know what I mean? Well, people do it a lot of time. And to their credibility, let me give them some credit. They probably at the time could not afford they could not afford your vision, right? Because with passion projects and even with creativity, it's our job to take what's in somebody's mind and bring it to life, right? Mm-hmm. And we have the skill set to know how to do that. They don't know how, they just know they want it. Like someone want to be a mermaid, you know what to make that person a mermaid. Yeah. You know? And at the time you may be like, hey, this is the price for it. And they be like, oh, they really can't pay for it. And they find someone who could make them a mermaid, but not the mermaid you was thinking about. You know what I mean? So they do the mermaid campaign, they love it, and they happy. And then you like, let me show you why you're supposed to hire me. You ain't tell them this, right? But you made your next...
No, you don't say that. I would never say that to a client.
Let your next project be a mermaid on theme. Yeah. And then you look at it and be like, wow.
I wonder if other creatives, I guess in our field, have done that where they didn't get the job or the client ghosted them or something, where they took your idea and let somebody else do it, and so you see it and you're like, okay, all right, I can show y'all.
I did it before.
I can show y'all.
I did it for a wedding. I did it for a wedding. Yeah.
Okay. So I mean, it's so bad to say, okay, I can show y'all what I can do, right?
But that's what passion projects.
I mean, it fuels your passion. It fuels your passion to want to do something better.
I like what Miles Monroe said. Miles Monroe said, one of the easiest way to find your purpose is the thing that makes you angry. God made anger so you could fix the issue.
Big one.
So the anger wasn't made for you to attack no one or whatever, just made for you to fix the issue. When I was younger, coming up and trying to get into film and all that, I was angry at seeing ZNS commercials. Yeah. Every time I'd be like, they reading it. Why looking at different people commercials? It sounds like they are the character, but when I look at a BM commercial, it sounds like they literally have a teleprompter. Mm-hmm. And they trying to read, you know what I mean? Like you gotta become that person, right?
Yeah, I can relate.
So I was angry for a long time. Now I have the opportunity to fix that. Yeah, you know what I mean? So,
well, your whole career should be a passion project, really. Like I left my job because I got tired of being told what to do, and I wanted to show people this is how I want to do it. and I'm going to do it my way. And I think that's why a lot of people end up becoming self-employed and doing their own thing, because they get angry with people trying to pigeonhole them or keep them in a box or tell them what to do. Most creatives don't like being told what to do, even though our jobs are to take an idea and to produce and create something around that idea.
Yeah.
The difference with passion projects is that it's you doing it.
Yeah.
No one else is telling you what to do.
Taking it out your own head.
You doing it because, hey, I saw that movie. Man, that picture was so crazy. I want to recreate, or I'm inspired to do something like that. And so you end up doing something on your own where you don't have to be told what to do, and it works out perfectly.
Yeah, definitely. A passion project is the way to go. If you want to fine tune your artistry, you gotta do passion projects.
Yeah.
I didn't know what was passion project till I met you.
Yeah.
I mean, it's passion project. No, but you know what I mean? All I know is, listen, I'm going to do something for free.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'll do it the way the client wanted. At the time, I was trying to find my style.
Yeah.
So I didn't know what my voice was and all that. So all I knew was walk up to someone, do something for free to build my portfolio, you know? And I started to get into doing behind the scenes and turning behind the scenes into my passion project. Because I've seen everyone doing behind the scenes. I was like, that ain't no behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Just let me show you all how behind the scenes is supposed to look.
Let me show you how to do it.
How to do behind the scenes. And then I started to make films out of the behind the scenes. And it's almost like, what is it? Yogurt. I think they use the leftover of the milk to make yogurt or something like that. So that's why I use like the leftover of what this person might have shot. This person might have shot. I take those leftovers and I use them to create something my different stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So passion project, I always get the biggest hit for passion project. And I feel people should definitely put a value to their passion project because there's so many other people involved. I think when you're approaching clients for passion project, you let them know the value so they wouldn't think it's for free, even though a lot of people use the term, hey, do it for free. Don't do nothing for free. Like I'm telling you, don't do nothing for free. Everything's supposed to have a meaning, a payment, any form
of value.
You know what I mean? So the free game or the free word, we should take it out because it's really, it didn't exist, you know. It really don't exist, that word free. We just equate money to everything. We think money is the only currency. Right. And that's not true. Networking is currency because I might not own a dime, but I might have a friend who have a mansion and he just don't live in town. He say, Manny, sleeping there. Yeah. This yours, you know what I mean? I might never own a car and I get a friend who owns 10 cars and say, hey, you got one of those. You know what I mean? So networking is value. You know what I mean? I'm going on set with somebody or working with a team of people. That's value also. You know what I mean? Yeah. So yeah, but that's what I think.
Nice. So how do you when you do your passion work, how do you put together like a team of people? Like how do you know what people you want to work with when you doing a passion project?
Well, most of the time is if I don't study, because I always study and research the person, I always tend to go with the talent I'm used to. So let's say for instance, I did something with Eat Me Skinny and I got my inspiration from a zombie theme. Yeah. And I always love Kelsey. Like I feel like she could be anybody. Yeah. She could be pretty. She could be sassy. She could turn ugly. You know what I mean? She could be fun. Like Kelsey is just it. So reach out to Kelsey as my main actress, and then use Ellen for sure as who was the owner of Eat Me Skinny, and then we have Cody. Cody is Cody. You know what I mean? Cody, great with makeup. I've seen Cody done work with you. I've seen her work online. Uh, um, I use Tara, who do special effects, makeup also. So when it comes to bringing my vision alive for passion project, I research.
Yeah.
I mean, who done this before? Who do this? Who do that? Fortunately, I already worked with all of them.
Yeah.
That's the fortune. So it was easy for me to say, hey, I want you. This is my idea.
Yeah.
What you think?
I mean, well, you have the relationship with all of them because you like you say, you've worked with them before. You like their style, their strengths in particular areas that you may not be strong in, and you like working with them. Period.
Yeah.
Like in terms of being on set with them and their energy and attitude being good or positive, that's how you work well with them because you bring the same sort of energy to set.
And I love working with creatives because Ellen is a creative herself.
Right.
You know
right.
what I mean? So Ellen even brought currency into play because I did the production for free. I mean, no charge to me, but Ellen paid everyone else.
Okay.
And that's the deal we made. Hey, I really want to do a passion project with you. I want everyone to be comfortable. So can you pay everyone around me?
Yeah.
But the production will be free.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. And she was
That's pretty cool.
let's do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And she gave me the money and then I paid everybody. And she got a commercial out of it. I got my vision out my head so it wouldn't eat me.
Yeah.
And then everyone else got paid and had a good time.
No, that's awesome. That's awesome. I think picking your team is super, super important.
Right.
And more times than one, when you find that group of people you're comfortable with working around, 9 times out of 10 you could call on them again and again and again and again. And like I say now, like with the core group of people that I work with, Rio would hit me up, hey, SL, I have these pictures. Tell me what you think. I want to shoot. I want to do stuff like this. Let me know if you want to shoot it. And I'm always telling them, like, anything new you want to try that makes our work better, let's do it. Cody always telling me, Sherrod, look for different faces. We don't always need to shoot pretty girls. Let's find people who are interesting and different and have unique features. Like, I want to do different types of makeup. Yeah. Cody, say less. Like, we always go back and forth about that. Hair, the same thing. Fashion, the same thing. Styling, the same thing. And the beautiful part about that is, let's say you have a client that sees a passion project that you worked on with all of these great individuals. Yeah. They want to do work similar to that passion project. Then guess what? Everybody gets hired. You
bring all of them back on.
Hey, we got this job to do. Let's go.
Yeah, what we doing? What we already did. Yeah, man.
For true? Oh, that can be easy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, that's clutch, bro. That's clutch.
So like, I think when you think about finding a team, and even if you don't know the person, but you like their work and you want to work with them.
Yeah.
Just ask. Yeah. Hey, I'm working on this project. There's no monetary compensation involved, but I love your work. Always wanted to work with you. Are you interested? Yes or no? I mean, they can say yes or they can say no.
Boy, I get a lot of them no's, boy.
You do get a lot of no's, but they weren't the person that you were supposed to work with.
Yeah. That's true. But
people will say no. People will reject you because there are some people who only think about the money, right? For whatever reason, which, they're entitled to.
They're entitled to.
They're entitled to do that. But there are people who will jump at the opportunity, like jump. I would be nervous to approach, let's say, like a fashion designer. So like, I would say, hey, I love your work. I've always wanted to work with you. Would you be willing to work on this passion project? What? You crazy? You asking me? Me? You want to work with me? And they get, so it's like, I thought you would have said no because you big time. Like
you was the one
you
shy.
Big time. I mean, like you really reacting like this right now. And so you just never know until you ask the person. But when y'all come together and y'all make something beautiful, right, it makes you want to continue to do work with that person. No. And then some people you end up working with and you may not like their style. Mm-hmm. So the passion project may know I've shot a lot of things that I haven't put out just because I didn't like the way it came out, So you just have to know people's strengths. You have to want to work with certain people. Like you say, you have to do your research and you have to make sure that team of people that you're working with brings a certain value to what you're trying to do. Mm-hmm. So that's you gotta, the team is important. Team is very, 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 very important. And even more so important than that, is how you gonna you done this work, you've done this research, you put this team together, you do your shoot. How do you get it out there? How do you market it? Because that's what, like you say, your passion work will always gain more attention than client work.
I feel like the passion work, this just from my experience, I feel that it has a better reach, like that. It's almost like it market itself. You know what I mean? Because you were so excited about doing this work, you ain't even thinking about marketing. You know what I mean? You just gonna put it out there. Now, sometimes you can do a passion work, and you think that it will get the love that you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But everybody like, you get one like, no comments,
nothing.
You know what I mean? But I feel a passion work should really be something that you empty out yourself to. Okay, I get
got
this
that
out of me.
Yeah, I
you know
got
what
it
I mean?
out.
So, and you just put it out there. If they like it, they like it. If they don't, they don't. I feel like we could get trapped in what people think. I've been doing a lot of studying when it comes to posting and how to post and time and all that stuff. And TikTok is one of the biggest place I go for educational purposes. You follow the right people, you'll get a lot of educational stuff. And he was given an example of he posting a picture at this time with no sound, and the traction it got. He took down that same picture, posted up again with a certain sound, and it gone viral.
Wow.
And he took that same picture and put it on Instagram, and it got like 15 likes. Take that same picture, put it on Facebook, and it got like 30 likes. So you have to sometimes play around where you put it and what you put behind it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand.
So like most of my stuff, okay, I did the opening for the pod once again. And I did this short video with Kelsey.
I saw it.
That got the most view I ever had for my reels. You gotta be joking. I do nothing with that.
But you had two beautiful women on your
like,
reel.
Boy, they like girls, boy.
Sex sells. Sex sells, you know. You had,
but they fully covered.
That don't mean that don't matter.
Good.
You could see their face and their makeup was done and their hair was done. And they had on these amazing garments.
I kept getting, you have passed 500. You have passed 1,000. I was like, no way.
Yeah.
No way.
The things that you think people would not be into, people are into. Like my most liked stuff is stuff with like me and Tonya on reels. At time now I put my whole foot in my work and I'd post a reel and you know, you get a couple hundred likes or whatever.
Yeah.
And then you do something personal, like y'all going out on a date or traveling.
Nobody want to see that.
Nobody want to see your work.
Yeah, everybody love the traveling thing. They don't want to see the work.
Oh, y'all in New York? Oh, check y'all out. Oh my God. Da, da, da. Like nobody cares about. And no, I definitely understand like trying to see which platform receives it better. Because right now, LinkedIn is like my sacred ground.
Yeah.
Like I post something on LinkedIn any time of the day. And I get actual engagement, comments, likes, business. When I go to Instagram, you know, I post work, but it depends. Like if I post too much work, people get tired of it. So I have to post like BTS. I got to do like a little bit more personal stuff. Mm-hmm. My Facebook personal page, I don't post nothing on that because people don't care about work or good work on Facebook. They want you to talk about stupidness and dumbness and gossip. Mm-hmm. So if I go on Facebook, I post something like women don't charge their phone and they don't put gas in the car.
Oh yeah, you like that.
And people go crazy. SL, I feel the dark. Oh, you jokey. Oh, that's good. Oh, you get jokes. Dudes tagging their girlfriends, husbands tagging their wives. You see this?
10,000 shares.
10,000 shares. Then I would do an event that's for promotion of Bahamian businesses. Put it up, crickets.
Big one.
Like crickets. Like 1 share, 1 like. I put up a photo, 2 likes, 1 share.
Yeah.
No comment.
Yeah.
But let me say, oh, this gal following a bungie downtown.
Yeah, you get everybody.
So you
You have to study the marketplace and see where can it be marketable, when to put it up, what music to put behind it, if you wanted to get traction.
And you know, sometimes you could post something You could take it down. You could post that same thing a month later, and it's like people never saw it.
Yeah.
People never seen it before.
Because guess what, right? Even though you ever meet someone, they say, "Oh, I was in your class." You was in my class in school? Yeah, I used to sit next to you.
Yeah.
You sit next
Me?
because you ain't paying attention to it. So like, even though you have a big following, it's still the same principle still applies where you have to grab the reader attention. A lot of people just swiping, like the attention span right now, bro, is on pigeon brain, bro.
Yeah.
Like real pigeon brain, like, people doing this. So you might feel like, I get 15K followers. Why only get 2 likes? Only 2 people see it.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, only 2 people pay attention to see it, not glance through, So even that, you can't be discouraged. Take that picture down, post that same thing up again. And
people talk about repurposing content all the time.
Yes.
Because not everybody will see it the first time you post it. You know, sometimes you gotta take it down or post it with like you say, different music, different graphics. You may do like a reel. You might do something different. You might put up a BTS. And then people start, this is how he did that. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. So it's very, very important to not only produce your passion project, but you got to understand on where and how to market that too.
Yeah. I think passion project is the best way, the most efficient way to get new clients, new networking, new marketing skills.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you could play with it. You could do whatever you want to do with it. Because sometimes when you work with clients, they don't want you to post.
That's true
You know
too.
what I mean? A client they could tell you don't post this at this time, wait until every release, but you have power over all of that.
No, of course.
You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
So it helps you all around to get your foot wet, get your ideas out there, portray your style, because that's one of the biggest thing too. Clients hiring a creative, the way it should be done is hire people based on what they do.
Right.
You don't hire people based, and that's all around. I don't know why when it comes to creative field, it sounds like taboo, but you don't hire a carpenter to be a plumber. Like it sounds so taboo when you're talking about creative that they feel that, okay, he have a camera. He shoots everything.
Yeah.
No, it don't work like that. Even people have certain set of skills. Even though someone could be a carpenter, they might be a carpenter who only do cabinets. You know what I mean? Like that's their specialty. Like you wouldn't go to them and say, "Hey, you make me a bed frame."
Right.
Yes, they can, but
that ain't their area of expertise.
That ain't their area. You know what I mean? Or you might go to someone who just know how to do cabinets and say, "Build me a house." No, bro, I don't know how to do that.
No.
I mean, I know how to do woodwork, but it's different levels. So even with hiring a creative, it's always best to look at their passion projects. And creative mainly put their passion projects on their website. That's what they want you to see.
Great point.
That's what they want you to see. The stuff what you see on Instagram is the stuff we really want you to see, because we have a million of stuff in our drives that will never go up.
Never.
You know what I mean?
Never. Yeah.
It will never go up. So even me right now, I revamped my website because the things I have up there is just the things I just could have up there.
Yeah.
But they ain't the stuff I want up there. So do your research, look at their website, look at their Instagram, and the things that you see on their website, trust me, that's the way they usually work.
Oh yeah, man, that's a lot of good nuggets right there. I mean, that website point hit home because you should only put out the work that you want to be hired for.
Yeah, definitely.
But you still will have those clients who will reach out and say, "Hey, I didn't see this on your website. I need something short for this." I'm like, but I don't do that type of work.
And their fault. They just inquire.
I don't do that type of work. You don't see that kind of work on my website, like. You know what I mean? Like it ain't there. It ain't there. So why are you asking me if this is the kind of work that I do?
Real talk.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, you don't shoot funerals, eh?
Do you see funerals on my website? No, you do not.
Should do a passion project with a funeral.
Oh my goodness. Wow. Yeah, man, you know, passion projects are very important. They're essential to our lives as creatives and important to our growth as a creative entrepreneur. It's good being a creative entrepreneur.
Yeah.
It's one of the best jobs in the whole world to me.
Yeah, I agree.
To me, where you get to express different views that you have and get paid for doing that.
Yeah. So just to recap, guys, put value to your passion projects, so price them. Find your team, market your passion projects, find your inspiration, and know that it's very important to do passion projects.
Super important. We live by them. You know,
don't do nothing for free. Take that mindset, all of your vocabulary, that word free. Nothing is for free. You doing something for a purpose. Money just ain't the only currency.
Yeah.
That's
said.
Basically.
Well said.
That's basically it.
Well said.
All right, guys, follow us on all social media platforms, TikTok, Instagram,
_ the podcast. We on everything.
We on
YouTube,
everything. Apple Music,
Spotify, Amazon Music, Instagram. You can find us on most popular social media channels. So until the next episode, we're gonna see you guys later. This is SL signing out. My co-host Manny Fresh. We'll see you guys on the next one.
Peace out.
Boom, 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 boom. Woo.
Okay.
One more to go.
Start being crazy.